So hello and welcome to this Adobe Animate tutorial, and in this video I'm just going to show you how you can create this kind of HTML5 animated banner. And yeah, right now you can see what we are going to be doing. We are going to be working in the size for the Google Ads, which is going to be 970 by 250. But in this tutorial I am not going to show you how you can prepare this banner for the Google Ads, but I am going to provide the link in the description for the tutorial where I am showing that. So yeah, this is what we are going to do, and right now we can start. Alright, so right now I am on the site freepik, and I'm going to put the link in the description, and I'm also going to give you the Illustrator file that I'm going to create right now very quickly. So if you want to skip this part, you can go directly to the Adobe Animate. One thing that I want to mention is that if you want to use this commercially, you will have to attribute the author or go premium on the freepik, but it's very cheap. Or you can choose any other bicycle or anything. But yeah, all you need to do is click download, then go with the free download and just save this. I will hit cancel because I already saved this, and yeah. Now I will go to the place where I have my and by the way, if you are not signed in, you are going to have like only 3 downloads in a day or something like that. But yeah, right now I will go to the place where I have my zip file, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose extract here. And now I'm going to double click on this IE or on this EPUB file, and it is going to open me this in Adobe Illustrator. Now I'm going to create new document, so I will go with the Control N, Command N, or you can go File New. And I will go with the web, and I'm going to choose 970 by 250. This is like size for the Google Ads. I want this to be pixels, RGB, and so on, 72, so I do not want to change anything, and I'm just going to click create. Now I am going to get my bicycles, so I will try to click on them, but they are going to be all grouped together. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose ungroup, or you can go with the Control Shift G or Command Shift G. Now I'm going to choose a few of them, so I will go with this one, maybe I will go with this one, and maybe I will go with this one. I will see whether I am going to use all 3 of them or only 2 of them, but you can choose any of them, or you can choose other bicycles from the freepik or from the other side. That's up to you. And I'm going to drag it to the new document. And yeah, now I am going to scale them, but I do not want to scale them one by one, because then I am not going to have the same size for all of them. So I am going to put them approximately together like so and like so. And right now I am going to select them and I am going to scale them. So I am just going to hold Shift to stay proportional, and you can hold Alt or Option to go from the center, and maybe something like this is going to be fine. Maybe a little bit smaller, but we can adjust this in the Adobe Animate. But yeah, now we need to separate them to the separated layers, so I will go to the layers. If you cannot see layers or anything, you can go to the window and you can get it. But yeah, I will go to the layer 1, I will click on these 3 lines, and I am going to choose release 2 layers like so. And right now I am going to be able to select my layers, and I am going to be able to drag them outside of the layer 1. So right now I am going to have 4 layers. The layer 1 is going to be the initial layer. Right now it's empty, so I can delete this, and yeah. So basically this is all for the Illustrator. I am going to save this, I am going to provide you this, and yeah. So I will very quickly save this. I am going to create new folder, which I am going to call Illustrator. And I will go inside, and this one I am going to call to be bikes, and I am going to click save. And in here I do not want to change anything, so I am just going to click OK. Now I will go to the Adobe Animate, and I'm going to create new document, so Control N, Command N, or File New, and I'm going to choose the same width and height, so I will go with 970 by 250. Like so. I want this to be HTML5 canvas. Frame rate I am going to keep as a default 24, and I'm going to click create. Now I will go to the place where I have my Illustrator file, so it is going to be in here, and I am just basically going to drag it to the Adobe Animate like so. This is going to give me some options, but I do not need to change anything, so I am just going to click import. And we are going to have three different layers with 3 bicycles. Now what I need to do is I am going to position them like so, and one by one I will have to convert them to the symbols to be able to animate them. So I will go with this one, and I will go to the modify, convert to symbol, or F8. I want this to be movie clip, and I am going to call this to be bike number 1. Okay, this one right now with the shortcut F8, this is going to be bike number 2. Okay, and the last one F8, and this is going to be bike number 3, and okay, like so. Now I can go ahead and delete them. I can select them like so and delete them, because I am going to have them in my library as bike 1, bike 2, and bike 3. And yeah, I am going to have 3 empty layers, so I do not need them. So I am going to select all of them, and I am going to click delete. It is going to give me only 1 layer. This layer I will double click, and I am going to call this to be bike 1, and yeah. I have named them bike 1, bike 2, bike 3, but I would like to start with this one. So I am going to drag the bike 3 in here, but you can go with any of them, that's up to you, like so. And yeah, I am going to, with my shift and arrows, put it outside of the stage, like so. And yeah, if you can see things outside of the stage, there is this clip content outside of the stage, and you will be able to see this. Now I will move on my timeline, and I will go to maybe frame 80. This depends on you, what you prefer, and I am going to create new keyframe, F6, or right click, insert keyframe, and I am going to, with my shift and arrows, animate it to the other side until it's going to disappear, like so. And yeah, and I am going to click anywhere in between. I will right click, and I am going to choose create classic twin. So right now we are just going to have this kind of animation. I will click anywhere, I will go to the properties, and I am going to change the color of my background of the stage. So I will click on this, and I'm going to choose this kind of color, like so. And right now I am going to change it to something a little bit lighter, maybe something like this, but you can play with the colors as you want. So right now, if I would go with Control Enter or Command Enter, this is what we are going to have. So yeah, something like this. What I'm going to do is I am going to create some kind of easing. So I will go to the first keyframe of the bike layer, and I will go to the classic ease, and I'm going to go with easy in out, and I'm going to double click on this first option. This is just going to make the animation at the beginning like slower, then faster in the middle, and slower at the end. So I will just double click on this first option, quad, and this is what we are going to have. If you don't like this easing, you can go without the easing, that's really up to you. And yeah, and now what I'm going to do is I will create a new layer, and I will go to the text tool, and I am going to choose a blue color. So I'm going to click on the bicycle, and I am going to change it to be a little bit darker, maybe something like this. Now I would like to have a static text, and I am going to click, and yeah, and I am going to just type some random text. So best bikes on the market, for example, or whatever. And yeah, and I am going to align this to the left, like so. I am going to click on this, and I'm going to scale the font size. So I will go, maybe I will see maybe with 16, like so. Okay, you can go with anything that you want, but for me this is fine. Maybe I will go little bit smaller, so I will go 58, like so. Okay, that's fine. You can play with the line height, but yeah, I am going to keep it like so. This text is really optional. Now what I want to do is I am going to approximately position it where I want. If you want, you can go to the align, and you can align this as you want, but yeah. And now I am going to double click on this layer, and I'm going to call this to be text1, txt1, or whatever. And I'm going to create one more layer, and this is going to be mask number 1. Okay, now I will go, while I am going to be on the mask layer, I will go to the rectangle tool. I am going to get rid of these rectangle options. I will put this to the 0. This is just going to make the corners to be rounded, and I am going to make maybe red color. It really doesn't matter. This is just a mask, and I am going to draw a mask like so. Okay, later on I am going to, and the text is going to be visible only where is the mask. I am going to make the mask a little bit higher because at the end I am going to animate the text a little bit. So I do not want to make it like so, but I would like to make it a little bit bigger, like this. Okay, this is fine. But basically I just want to cover the text like so. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert the mask to the symbol. So I will go with F8 and I'm going to call this to be mask. I want this to be movie clip, of course, and I'm going to click OK. Now what I can do is on this mask, I am going to hold Alt or Option and I am going to drag this like so, okay, something like this. And then I am going to create new keyframe, maybe on frame, I don't know, 35, and I'm going to create new keyframe, F6, and I'm going to put the mask like so. And now the magic, or before of that, I will have to create the classic twin for the mask. So I will go anywhere in between, I will right click, and I'm going to choose create classic twin. And now I am going to right click on the mask layer, and I am going to choose that it is going to be a mask. And right now my text is going to be revealed like so, and it is going to log me this text one, and it is going to log me this mask. I am going to select the keyframes like so with the shift, and I am going to move them a little bit. It is going to allow me to move them even though the layer is locked. And yeah, so basically right now I am going to play with this, so the text is going to appear when my bag is going to come. So I am going to move this a little bit like so, and yeah, I think that this is fine. And yeah, I am going to extend the timeline for everything, so I will go maybe to frame 200, and I'm going to select all of these frames, and I will go with F5, or you can right click, insert frame. Yeah, and right now I want the text to start to animate where is the last wheel of the bicycle. So I will maybe move this little bit like so. Okay, that's fine. And I want this animation to be quicker, so I am going to put it maybe like so. Right now this I just need to play with this, so it depends on how you are going to make your animations, but I think that right now this is fine. I will go with Control Enter or Command Enter to see this in the browser, and this is what we are going to have, and I think that that's fine. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to create a new layer, and this is going to be bike number 2. So I will go bike number 2, okay, and I am going to go to the library and I'm going to get another bicycle. So I will go maybe with the bike 1. So yeah, these names like bike 1, bike 2, bike 3, I just named them, but I would like to have this order, and probably I am not going to use this one because that one is really ugly. But yeah, I am going to put the bike 2 in here, and one more time I am going to at the beginning put it like so, and I will go one more time to frame maybe 80, and I'm going to create new keyframe, F6, and I'm going to with my shift and arrows move this to the right like so, and I'm going to one more time create classic twin, and one more time I'm going to go to the first keyframe, and I will go to the properties, classic ease, and I'm going to choose easy in out. If you do not want these easings, or you want to have a different easing, you can, but then you have to adjust it with the text. Now I am going to select, I can zoom out a little bit like so to be able to see my keyframes, and I am going to select all of these keyframes for the bicycle number 2, and I am just going to drag it maybe I don't know, somewhere here. Later on we can adjust this. So we are going to have the first one, and then we are going to have the second one. Maybe I can put this little bit earlier. That's really something that's up to you, and that's something that we can later on adjust. Now what I would like to do is I would like this text to disappear when this bicycle is going to come. So what I'm going to do is for now I am going to unlock the text one and unlock the mask, and on the mask I am going to create new keyframe. Maybe in here later on we can position this, so I'm going to go with F6 and I'm going to create new keyframe F6 in here, and on this new keyframe this mask with the Alt or Option I am going to animate like so, because the text is going to be visible only where is the mask, and right now the mask is going to go away, so we are going to have something like this, and I am going to create classic twin. And for the mask I do not want to create an easing, so that's fine. Okay, now I can either move the bicycle a little bit earlier, like so, maybe to frame 100, or I can reposition this one. That's really up to you, but yeah, I'm going to lock them one more time to be able to see this, and yeah, so like this, maybe I can put this little bit earlier, like so. Okay, like this, and I want this to be quicker, so I am going to put this maybe like so. So this is what we are going to have, maybe even faster, maybe like so. Okay, this depends on you, but yeah, I will go with Control Enter, Command Enter to see this, and we are going to have the first one, then we are going to have the second one, and yeah, and with the second one what I want to do is I want to create new layer, and it is going to be text number 2, so txt number 2, and I am going to get a text tool. I will go in here, and I'm going to let me create the text. So I am going to just type in here, for example, best prices with the highest quality or whatever, so maybe something like this. And right now I am going to click on the text, and I'm going to change the fill color to be the same as this one, like so. Okay, the text I am going to move maybe somewhere here, like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create one more layer, and this is going to be mask number 2. And on the mask number 2 I will go to the library, and I'm going to get the mask, and I'm going to put it in here, like so. And yeah, I will have to adjust the mask, so I am going to make it a little bit like so. But before of that I am going to hide the mask, and I am going to hide the text number 2, and I can also hide this bicycle, so it is going to be bike 2, and I just want to position this text maybe like so. Okay, and right now I can show everything like so. Okay, and just make sure that the mask is going to cover everything. And one more time I will go to the mask, and I am going to go with Alt or Option, and I am going to make it to be like so. And yeah, I am going to drag the keyframe of the mask number 2, and I'm going to put it on the same place where my text starts. And then I am going to go maybe in here, like so, F6, and I am going to extend the mask like so, and I am going to right click, and I am going to create classic twin. And I will right click on the mask, and I'm going to choose that it is going to be mask. So this is what we are going to have, like so. I can go with Control Enter, Command Enter to see this. So we are going to have the first text, then we are going to have the second bicycle, and it is going to go like this. Okay, we need to adjust the timing of this. So I am going to move all of this, mask 2 and text 2, a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later. So this is just playing with the timing, so maybe like so. And I want this to be much quicker, so I'm going to put it maybe like so, and let me see, and I think that this is going to look fine, maybe a little bit even quicker, So maybe something like this. Okay, I will go with Control Enter, Command Enter, and we are going to have the first one, and then we are going to have the second one, and yeah, for me this is fine. And the last thing, or the last few things that we are going to do, we are going to create new layer, and this is going to be bike number 3. And on this bike number 3, I'm actually going to use bike 3, so I'm going to reuse this one. So I am just going to put it like so, and I'm going to put it away of the stage like so, and I will go to maybe frame 55. I'm going to create new keyframe F6, and I'm going to animate this in like so, but only up to this point. Right now this one is not going to go all the way through, but it's going to stop in here. I'm going to create classic twin, and I'm going to create the keyframe. So I will go to the classic ease, and I'm going to choose easy out. This is just basically going to start quicker and slow down at the end. So I'm going to double click on this option, and this is what we are going to have. We are of course going to position this to be later on, so I will go maybe somewhere here. So we are going to have the second bicycle, and then this one is going to come. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to extend the bike 3, we need to extend the mask 2 and text 2. Bike 2 we do not need to extend, mask 2, text 2, all of this we do not need to extend because it's not visible anymore. So we would like to only extend the things which are visible at the end, which is like the bike, which is the text, and the mask for the text. So the last 3 layers on the top, I will go maybe in here to frame 300, and I'm going to go with F5 to extend this like so. The bicycle I can go put little bit maybe like so, and yeah. So I will go with Control Enter, Command Enter to see what we are going to have. So we are going to have the first one, we are going to have the second one, and the third one is going to come like so. I would like this one to come a little bit quicker, so I am going to go maybe like so, and yeah. And the last thing that we can do, if we want, we can go to the text number 2, and I can create I will have to convert the text number 2 to the symbol if I want to animate this. So I can unlock them, I can hide the mask, and I'm going to click on this text, and I'm going to go with F8, and this is going to be TXT number 2. The first one we didn't convert to the symbol because we didn't animate this, we just animated the mask, but this one I would like to animate at the top, so I have to convert it to the symbol, and I will go maybe in here like so. I'm going to create new keyframe F6, and one more time new keyframe F6, and on this second keyframe I am going to put this up like so, and I am going to create classic twin. So we are just going to animate this a little bit up, so we are going to have the space for the button, and I can click on this keyframe, and I can go with easy in out. This is going to like make the easing at the beginning and also at the end, so I will go like this. And now the last thing that I can do is I can create new layer. This is going to be BTN as a button, and I am going to get the rectangle tool. I'm going to go to the rectangle options, and I'm going to choose that this is going to be 20 because I would like to have the rounded corners. I'm going to choose white color, and I'm going to create a button like so, and I'm going to get a text tool. I'm going to choose the blue color, and I'm going to just type in here order now, for example, and I'm going to make the text to be much smaller, so something like this, maybe a little bit bigger. I will go maybe with 35 like so. Okay, that's fine. And yeah, and I'm going to align this little bit, so with my arrows or shift arrows, shift and arrow, I can put it like so. I'm going to click on this, or I can select it like so, and I'm going to convert it to the symbols, or F8. This is going to be BTN, and I'm going to keep this as a movie clip, and I'm going to click OK. And all I need to do right now is get this button to be maybe in here like so, and I'm going to create new keyframe F6, and the first keyframe I'm going to move down like so, and I am just going to create classic twin, and I'm going to create some kind of easing, so easy in out, and yeah, basically this is what we are going to have. So yeah, right now I will go with Control Enter, Command Enter, and this is basically what we are going to have. So we are going to have first bicycle and first text, second bicycle, second text, then the third bicycle is going to come, the text is going to go up, and we are going to have the button. Now, this is going to be by default looping forever, and if you want to keep this page a little bit longer, we can extend all of this like so with F5. If you want this to not stay like this but repeat like earlier, we can select all of this, we can right click, and we can choose remove frames. So yeah, the last thing that I'm going to show you is how you can export this. So I'm going to go with Control S to save this, and I will go to the place where I want to have this. So I will go to the tutorial folder. I'm going to create a new folder which is going to be animate, for example, and I will go inside, and I'm going to call this to be bikes, and I'm going to click save. Now if I go to that place, tutorial animate, I am going to have just animate file, but once this is going to be saved, and I will go with Control Enter to see this in the browser, it is automatically going to publish me some JavaScript, some HTML, and some images, and I don't like to have this on the same place as my animate file, so I am going to delete this, and I will just go to the file, publish settings. I will go to this select publish destination, and I will choose where I want to publish this. You can publish this wherever you want, but I prefer to go to the place where I have my animate file, and in here I am going to create a new folder which I am going to call index. I will go inside, I can call this to be bike.js, index.js, whatever, and I'm going to click save, okay, file, and publish. In the publish settings, there are all of these options: export as texture, sprite sheet, image, assets. I am going to, as I said at the beginning, put a link in the description for the tutorial where I am showing how you can prepare banners for the Google Ads, and in there I am showing all of these publish settings. So I am not going to explain all of that in this tutorial. And yeah, basically right now if I go to the index folder, I am going to have some images, which is going to be like one image like so. We are going to have some HTML and some JavaScript, and if I am going to double click on this HTML, I am going to be able to see my banner. And yeah, basically this is it. This is all. If anyone have been here until the end, you can write me that in the comments. That would mean a lot to me. And yeah, if you want, you can check the tutorial about the Google Ads. It's pretty long, but this one was also. So yeah, thank you very much. I hope that you are going to be able to use this in some kind of your projects. And yeah, have a nice day. Goodbye.